So in this video, I will explain how you can write a custom function to multiply several cells in Google Sheets. So Google Sheets provides a simple multiply function, but that allows you to multiply only two cells. For example, here you can see that it is accepting only two arguments. So you can pass here, say B70 and B71, and you can see that it did multiply those numbers. But if you want to multiply these three numbers, let us see if you can do that. B69, and you can see that it is throwing this error wrong number of arguments, and that is expected because this particular function accepts only two arguments. So you can only multiply two numbers at a time, but if you want to multiply multiple numbers or cells, then you will have to write a custom function. So to do that, you have to go to the extensions and then click on app script. Once you click on that, this particular page will open. Here you can write a script in a separate file by clicking here, or by default one file will be automatically created for you. Or here you can write a custom function. So I'm gonna write a custom function which is my multiply. Okay. So generally it is good practice to put it in the uppercase multiply. And basically over here we are going to multiply those numbers that are passed over here. And I'm gonna write or copy this particular function code because that is what we are gonna need. And in here we are gonna pass the multiple arguments. So basically this input is going to be a range of values. And how Google Sheets sends this range is basically a two-dimensional array. Okay. So over here we are printing the length of that particular array, and then basically here we are checking if it is an array, then we will process it. Or here what we are to do is that since this is a two-dimensional array, we will need two for loops. This is a JavaScript syntax used to iterate through the two-dimensional array. And over here, what we are doing is that we are iterating through all the elements, and then we are going to multiply those numbers and then store the result over here. So initially, let's have it as 1, and then finally we are going to return the result. So let us save this and then call this function. So just call this function, come here and then type is equal to my multiply, and in here I'm going to pass that range B69 to B71, and you can see that it has written this particular value, which is the multiplication of these particular numbers. That's it. That's how you can write a custom function and accept a range. Okay, you can pass the range over here, and this is how you can access those values. Basically it is in a two-dimensional array, and that's why we have used these loops. And this is typical JavaScript syntax. So if you know JavaScript, it will be very easy for you to process the data over here.